This video is presented by EA Game Changers. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another very exciting video because as you guys can see, this is another speed build using the new Sims 4 Discover University expansion pack. So this should be day 2 of me posting my Sims camp footage and my early access footage. Yesterday, I would have posted a world overview going through the entire world of Brightchester and the various campuses and all that good stuff, sharing all the lot sizes. So if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about the world, go check out that video. I will link it down below. And I've also already done an entire Brightchester dorm renovation. So everything, the entire floor, you know, all 4 dorms, common area space, communal bathroom, everything. I did like the entire thing. So if you want to see what dorm life is all about, go check out that video as well. Again, I will link it down in the description. But as you can see, today's video is not a dorm renovation. It is an off-campus kind of university residence renovation. So this is one of the default lots and default homes that comes with the new pack, and this one is in Foxbury. And I guess technically this isn't necessarily off campus because actually in like the backyard of this build and kind of in the corner you can see that the campus is technically like just right there. So I guess you wouldn't really consider this off campus because off campus would mean like in another city, like if you were in like the university town or if you were in like Willow Creek, that would be off campus. This is technically, I guess, on campus housing, but it's just not in a dorm, it's in an actual house. So I wanted to show you guys this build and this renovation because I wanted to kind of show you guys the different types of housing you can have when you do go to university in this new pack. So yeah, the first one is dorm rooms, which we have obviously gone over yesterday. And this one is kind of like on-campus housing, I guess you would call it. But it's a house. So also, technically, this is an episode of Love It or List It because I am directly renovating this shell. So don't forget to wait till the end and let me know down below whether or not we should love or list this renovation. Obviously, I think it turned out a lot better, but to be fair, the base home was like decently cute. I feel like it was a little bit bland and gray and just like not very lively looking, so I definitely renovated it into something a little bit cuter and, you know, just brighter. So you see here I changed all of those windows to white. I changed the actual home to this blue color. Feel free to go in and change the color of this home to whatever you would like. You can change it to yellow or, you know, black or white, anything. I just thought blue was pretty cute, but this home also is a good opportunity to show off some of the new build features and build items we got. So obviously those new windows are something. We got tons of new windows. I was so surprised with how many new windows we got, especially since I expected this pack to focus more on like dorm living. I'm like, oh, they're not going to bother with many windows because the main aspect is like furniture and stuff. But, they blessed us with a variety of really, really amazing windows and doors that fit both a modern aesthetic and also like the kind of old Brightchester aesthetic as well. So they really did well to give us different types of styles. And if you guys saw that, did you see the new column feature we got? Oh my gosh, like, I hope you guys are like screaming with me right now because we got columns. So instead of having to like put a column on the first level and then put a column on the second level, you can actually just pull it all the way up to the top of the roof. So you can adjust the column height instead of having it be like, stacking columns on top of each other. So I hope you guys are excited for that feature because that is something that I have been obviously wanting for such a long time. It's something that we had an easy workaround by just stacking them, but it kind of just felt like, why can't we just drag it up? Like, why not? And also, as you guys know, I've been to, 2 EA events now, and we do get a chance to talk with the developers and kind of give our feedback. And I do remember people bringing up that column feature, so it's really nice to see that our input and our feedback is actually getting implemented by the Sims 4 team. So as always, whenever I ask you guys for suggestions for the game and stuff, please do let me know, because I do always get a chance to talk with the developers one-on-one sometimes and can give my feedback and your feedback on the game. So never feel like your opinions and stuff aren't being heard, because trust me, I've spoken to them and they know what we want. They know like what's hot and what's in demand, and they are, working on it. So all we can really do is just, wait and hope for the best. But I'm really happy to see that column feature being implemented, because, that's just game changing, absolutely game changing. But anyways, if you guys didn't know, I probably already said it, but I did go to Sims Camp, so thank you so much to you guys and the Sims 4 team, Sim Guru Frost, for bringing me to that event so I could capture this footage early for you guys. So I know I've been saying that in every single video, but I do want to stress that I am really grateful to go to an event like this, and I'm also really grateful to you guys, because you guys are the reason that I am going to an event like that, and I hope to keep going to these in the future, because I don't know, it's so much fun, and it's so much fun to play the game early and share with you what I love about the pack, and I think that these videos are also super helpful for you guys as well. So I hope you guys have been enjoying them. But pretty much with this renovation, I didn't make too many like structural changes necessarily. I just, placed the windows in a little bit of a better, way, just to make it look a little bit more symmetrical and not so all over the place. But in terms of the structure of the build, I didn't touch it very much at all. I didn't want to make it into a brand new house. I did add, some dimension here and there by adding different roof pieces. And in the back, I put like that little trellis thing on the top balcony. But overall, I thought this was a cute little home, perfect for college students, because they do have that nice, backyard area where they can have, parties, and later I end up putting out like a little keg there so they can do like keg juice stands and stuff when they have people over. So I do think that this home does have pretty good like college vibes, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so the way that this lot works is it's not classified as a residential lot. So a regular residential lot would be one that you can just, have a family in, have babies, whatever, raise your kids. This one is actually classified, the lot type is classified as student housing or university housing. So it's pretty much classified the same as a dorm room, which means that the same restrictions apply to this home as it would a dorm room. So you'll see that I actually end up putting a stove in this build later. So that actually won't work. I didn't realize it until like I had saved the build and it told me that like, oh, you're not allowed to have a stove. So when I do upload this to the gallery, I will have to take that stove out because it's not allowed. So that's one of the restrictions with university housing, is obviously you're not allowed to have a stove. That's more the case in university like dorm rooms. So I think it's kind of interesting how they still kept that limitation for actual houses on actual lots, because a lot of people that live in like university houses obviously have a stove because it's like a house, but I guess that's just how they like programmed it in game. So I mean, I don't mind too much because it just adds like another different element to the game. When you're playing as a student, you have to, eat microwave meals or go to the cafeteria or something. So it just adds that like extra struggle, I guess. And if you wanted to, eat regularly, you'd have to like go home and go visit your family or something, or go live at home, and then you can have, no restrictions on your lot. So it is kind of interesting how they did that. I don't really mind that they don't allow stoves, but I know some people were a little bit confused because in university they were allowed to have stoves. But, it is what it is, I guess. But as you can see, we are working on the interior right now, so I pretty much kept the layout of this exactly the same. It is a 3-bedroom home, and each room has 1 bed in it. I actually think I changed that. So 2 rooms will have 2 beds in it, and then 1 room will have 1 bed. So you can fit a total of 5 students in this home. So because this home works like university residence, because it's classified as a residence, the roommates, when you move in here, will autofill. So you don't have to put out an ad to get a roommate. You don't need to like apply to get more roommates. All you have to do is move into this home when you decide to go to Foxbury Institute University, and all of the beds will autofill with brand new roommates, and they will be NPCs, so you don't have to play with them or anything like that. You don't have to control them. They're just going to be NPCs that live in your house with you. So I think that is going to be so cool for gameplay. Like, in my opinion, just like revolutionary. Like, it's going to completely change the way that we can play the game now, because with this new roommate system, you can have like anything. You can have townhouses. Remember that university townhouse build that I made a couple weeks back? There's like 4 different townhouses on one lot. Now you can go and like claim one of the beds, and then the NPCs will like autofill the other townhouses as long as I classify it as like a university residence. So I can't believe that that's actually going to work. Like, there's so many cool features with this new roommate system. I'm so glad that they are implementing it, and I'm so glad that they managed to do it in a way that works well and makes sense. But yeah. So here you can see I am working on the first dorm. So fun fact, when I was at Sims Camp, this renovation was actually the very first one I did in the entirety of Sims Camp. So as soon as I got my hands on the pack, I went straight into renovating this. So this was kind of like my first time seeing all the objects for the first time. And what I was kind of going for here was kind of like not an opposites build, but I kind of made one side of the room blue and one side of the room white, and then I had that ombre carpet on the ground that kind of mirrored the furniture. So as you can see, it's kind of like blue on one side, and then it kind of turns into white as the carpet turns to white, and then the other person's side of the room, their furniture is more white. Did that make sense? Did that explanation make sense whatsoever? I'm sure you can see it. It's kind of cute. Like, it's kind of provides room separation by color, and I use the rug to help me do that. But one thing that's kind of sad is when I'm at Sims Camp, I have to, manually start and stop the recording of my screen. And here you can see, like, shortly it's going to happen. I actually forgot to record a good chunk of my build, so I end up, now I'm just, like, going to go through it and show it, like, slowly on camera, just, like, zooming through the room, because I unfortunately didn't press record, and it was honestly so sad because it was my first Sims Camp and I was really stressed and I wanted to make sure I was getting good footage, and then I found out I wasn't recording, and I thought I was gonna cry, honestly, because I was like, ugh, why did I mess this up? Like, I don't know, sometimes you just have like a lot of pressure on yourself to like make sure you're getting good footage because you have a limited amount of time to do this. And then when I found out I wasn't recording, I was a little bit frustrated, but I think that it's fine. You guys will see in the screenshots at the end, and you saw me do it just now. Basically, I just renovated those bottom 2 ones, and yeah, one was kind of pink and one was kind of blue. So, it is what it is. If you want to see those rooms in more detail, feel free to like rewind a little bit and just like pause and like take a look at it. But yeah, I hope that's okay, and I'm sorry that I missed out on a little bit of footage, but I think we can get over it. I'll have screenshots at the end, and also this video is quite long already, so I mean, we saved a little bit of time, I guess. But yeah, here you can see we are doing the top floor, and this top floor actually is like a massive room. I was thinking about splitting them into 2 separate bedrooms, but then I thought maybe this will be a good opportunity to use some of the new dorm furniture to kind of make, little separation walls and stuff, because we did get a lot of kind of like room dividers and stuff like that, and a lot of big, tall rectangular furniture that would be perfect for separating out a room. So instead of adding like a physical wall, I thought I would just take this opportunity to use some of the new furniture items that we got, which are very, very nice. But yeah, like I said, this was the first time I had used any of the furniture, so I was honestly just loving it. I didn't really know what to expect in terms of the furniture, so I must say I was super, super pleasantly surprised with how accurate and how beautiful and how modern and updated and relevant the furniture was. Sorry, I just put so many adjectives in a line just now, but I really like when the Sims team gives us, items that are relevant. They're not outdated, they're not old-fashioned. I like it when they give us ones that are like relatable. So I think they did a really good job with that, especially even the beds. There's like little drawers underneath, which I think is super, super accurate because a lot of dorm rooms and a lot of dorm beds did come with like under bed storage and stuff. So yeah, honestly, super, super pleased. I hope you guys are pleased as well with these like room builds and stuff. I tried to showcase as much of the new furniture as possible. So I tried to make them, you know, all different colors, all different themes and stuff like that. So I did the blue and the white at the bottom. I did an all pink room. Here I'm doing a greenish room on the left hand side and kind of like a more neutral toned down like classic dorm room on the right side with the kind of like grays and the blacks and the navy blues, so something a little bit more low key. So yeah, I did try to showcase as many styles as possible, but I can't wait to see what you guys come up with in terms of dorm furnishing, because I feel like we all have different styles and everybody's dorm room was so different and personal, and it really does say a lot about a person seeing their dorm room. So let me know if you guys get the pack, if you guys, you know, build your own dorm room. Let me know. Send me screenshots on Twitter or something because I'd love to see it. And also, fun fact, today I will also be posting another video. I don't know if I posted it already or if it's going up after this one. I'm not really sure the schedule of when I'm posting everything, but I know it's going up today, either before or after this. But I actually also renovated another Foxbury Institute dorm room, like an actual dorm, like the penthouse dorms. And I renovated it to make my exact dorm room. So I completely recreated my second and third year dorm room, and it's like literally like item for item the exact same as my dorm room. So I'm actually going to be filming that video after this one. But if you guys are excited to see or interested to see what my personal dorm room looked like when I was in university, I literally built it like, you know, item for item, and it turned out it turned out pretty accurate. I want to show some of my friends who I went to university with. They're actually going to be impressed. Like I know they're going to be impressed because it looks really, really similar. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I might even like tell a funny story of me in my university days or something. I don't really know, but if you're interested in watching that, definitely do check it out. If it's up, I'll link it down below, or just check out my channel or something like that. But one thing I had a lot of fun doing with all of my dorm builds, not just this one, but all of them, is cluttering them up with that laundry on the ground. It's one of those items that we got with the base game where you can have like dirty, messy laundry on the ground. But basically I had so much fun just basically putting it everywhere, because I feel like the only kind of appropriate place to make it look like realistic besides like a teen bedroom is like dorm rooms, because I feel like everyone's dorm room is always messy at one point. At some point, you have to admit your dorm room got messy. It's just life. It's just life. But yeah, I do really love how this one is turning out, especially this top floor. I just think that it looks really pretty, which is kind of interesting because usually dorm rooms are kind of plain, but I like, you know, the light coming in. I really like that cream or like light wood color scheme that they have going on. Just the colors are so vibrant and vivid, and I think that it looks really pretty. I don't know if it's like the computer I was playing on at Sims Camp was just like a really high quality computer. I'll have to see if it looks as good on my own computer, but as you can see in this build, I also put like a little mini kitchen with like a little mini fridge and stuff like that. I think I put a mini fridge in almost all of the rooms, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah, I had a mini fridge in my dorm room, so I hope you guys did too. But the renovation in terms of like the rooms is pretty much done, and at the bottom I will do kind of like the living room area. Again, I will have to take out the stove if I want to upload this to the gallery as like a university residence or university housing or student housing or whatever. So I will do that to make sure that you guys can download this and put this into your game. But yeah, what else do I want to say? I guess something I can talk about is like how does like tuition and loans work. or applying for university. I don't really know. I don't really know what other information to tell you guys if you like know it already or you don't know it. But basically, when you apply to university, you can like choose how you want to pay for it, or after you get accepted into university, you can choose like how you want to pay for it, and you can either like pay it out of your household funds if you have enough money, or you can have like student loans, and then you will have to pay off your student loans after you graduate university. And then if you don't pay off your student loans, something called the repo man will come and knock on your door and take furniture or items from you that are of like equivalent value to the amount you owe. So make sure you pay off your student loans on time. You might have to get a part-time job or something, or get a roommate to help subsidize your rent or something like that. But yeah, I think the repo man is something that was in previous Sims versions, so a lot of you guys might be familiar with that. I don't personally remember it because I was really young when I played Sims 2 and I never played Sims 3, but I think that's a super cool concept, so definitely you have to pay off your student loans. Also, you can also get a scholarship when you get into university, so there are different types of scholarships that you can get. You can get a needs-based scholarship, like if you need financial aid, you can get a scholarship for that. You can get a skills-based scholarship. So if you are, really spectacular in certain skills that the university recognizes, you can get a scholarship for that. You can also get a location scholarship. So I think based on where you live, they might give, preferential scholarships for that. All just very, semi-realistic things, kind of like what you would get scholarships for in real life. I mean, the ones that most of us probably know about are like skills or academic scholarships. But yeah, in The Sims, it's like maybe if you have like a really high, athletic skill or something, you will get into the school, but you will have to join the soccer team or something like that. So I do like how they made it quite realistic to real life. I mean, as best as they can. Obviously, they can't incorporate every single, type of scholarship or financial aid or struggle into The Sims, but I think they did a good job at making it quite in-depth and thorough, that they are capturing a little bit of that real life factor and a little bit of that struggle that all of us students face to, get into university and pay for university and all that good stuff. So yeah, so far, really happy with what I've been seeing in terms of how in-depth it is. So I hope you guys are too. I want to see if I am missing anything in terms of like information about what I want to share with you guys. When you're in university, you can join like organizations. So like I said before, you can join like the soccer team. If you're on like a sports scholarship, you'll have to join the soccer team. But there are other organizations like the Spirit Squad, which I'm guessing is not like the cheerleading team, but it's probably along the lines of that. I think like each school has like a mascot and stuff like that. There's an art society. There's a debate club, and there's also a robotics club. So I didn't dive too much into the whole robotics gameplay, but I know that that is a huge part of this new pack. So hopefully you guys are excited for that and you can go check that out. But yeah, I think it's cool how they added cool little, societies and stuff you can join. They didn't add sororities and frats, but I think that it'll be easy to kind of make that story yourself by making clubs with get together, and then you can still make like sorority houses and stuff, and then have club meetings and stuff. And I actually did a sorority house build like a couple weeks ago, so go check that out if you guys want to. But pretty much we are almost done with the builds. We're just kind of doing finishing touches and stuff. The kitchen is really plain and simple because I figured when you're in university housing, and maybe if you're like not living with friends, you're living with like random roommates, most of the time you live out of your bedroom. Like, not even gonna lie, you live out of your bedroom, all of your mess is in the bedroom, and then the common area space is often just very bland and plain, and it just comes with the furniture that the place came with. It's not like you personalize it a ton. it's just like whatever set furniture comes with your university house, you just keep that there and you don't really touch it. But yeah, so the main common area is kind of just plain, I guess, and kind of sometimes kind of ugly colors. Is that like a university thing to have like ugly colored furniture in your residence or something? Because I swear in my res we had like yellow couches and like bright red and orange couches. Like I don't know why they didn't just go with black or like a neutral color, but yeah, that's kind of how my res was. So I tried to kind of mimic that here with like a yellow couch because I thought that that was a very on brand or on, you know, realistic to university to have like these kind of like oddly colored couches and stuff. So I don't know. You can always change it if you want to. But yeah, that's pretty much the renovation, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, don't forget to comment down below whether or not we should love or list this renovation. I'm going to be really disappointed if you say list it because I think I did a really good job in making like the rooms nicer and stuff. But yeah, if you like what I did to the exterior, definitely let me know. But besides that, I believe the screenshot should be rolling. So it is time for me to get out of here. Don't forget to go check out all of my other university early access videos if you guys want to learn more about the university pack in general and different features that it provides, as well as see other furniture pieces in action. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you thought about it. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 early access videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody!